Right, thought it was about time I got the double cab running. Battery was pretty old, so I put in a new one. That didn't start the vehicle. Nothing was happening still. It's not the starter, but I just want to show you what a starter kind of looks like underneath the vehicle. But what you can do, if your starter is not working when you turn the key, you can short across these with a screwdriver, and this will, if it makes a noise and it starts, it engages, then your starter's probably good. Mine was making a very small, it didn't seem like it was really shooting out fast and strong, so I bought another one. The vehicle still wasn't starting. Now, another thing I have on my vehicles is a solenoid, Ford solenoid, for hot starts, because the wiring is pretty old on the vehicle. I probably should rewire it, but sometimes the ignition switch and the wires doesn't seem to want to give enough juice to connect the open up the connections or close them, whatever way around it is. So this solenoid works to engage the starter, so you can put a hot start relay on. It's called hot start because you normally find it when your vehicle, you've been running for quite a while, and then you stop, say, to get gas, and you want to start up again and it won't start. These often help, but it still wouldn't start. So I put the old underneath the vehicle. I finally put the test light on it and found I wasn't getting power from the ignition. So I think now I got to take the ignition apart or test that. So I'm going to head up to the front of the vehicle and test the ignition switch. But before I head up there, disconnect the negative to the battery. Seems we're messing with electrics. There's ignition, and underneath is a little screw that you've got to undo, and then you should be able to pull it out the back of the back of here. Right, this is underneath the steering wheel, underneath the speedo, and up underneath there was a screw that comes out. Then you can swing this out of the way. Then you've got to undo a couple of, I think there's three, one on either side and one in the middle, screws. Then this should go down, placed by a little screw there, but it's very hard to get it out the back of the pod because of the speedo. You could try and get the speedo out. That's a little bit tricky. It's got some weird bolts, nuts on there. So the easiest thing is to disconnect this here, and then you can lower the parcel shelf here, lower this down a bit, and then you can squeeze it out easier. Undo these two, and there's a couple of bolts underneath there. Undo these two, and there's a couple of bolts underneath there. Then you can swing this out of the way. Then you've got to undo a couple of, I think there's three, one on either side and one in the middle, screws. Then this should go down. And this one apparently doesn't have one in the middle because I just undid that and the whole thing had dropped down. Now I should be able to pull out that, well, let me do it off camera, but I can pull out the ignition switch and then we can test it. I think I might be able to do that without lowering the parcel shelf. If you take it out to the right, this side, so there it is. It should have 3 terminals on it, 3 connections, the 30, 15 and the 50. Right, number 30, yeah, 30, we have power, so it's power from the battery. The next one, 15, I'm gonna have to put the camera down so that I can crank this. Dash lights come on, so we must have power there too. I can't seem to, yeah, So that's working. Now I say that, well, this one I'll have to put the thing down to crank it. When I crank that, that had power too. So the switch is good. So where is the problem? Oh my goodness, everything is working except this wire goes somewhere, is bust, going all the way back to the starter, back to that solenoid. There is no power from this switch, but the switch is engaging. Right, stop press. I learned the valuable lesson. Lesson was, don't think that your accessories are knackered. It could be just a crappy piece of wire, and I found a break in a wire. I fixed it and the vehicle starts. Still got to put the dash back together, but I still haven't put the switch back in properly, but there you go. You can see, you can get the picture. Anyway, yeah, check your wires before you check anything else.